Right folks, this is the final part of the gate. This is a standard gate that we make. Before I start the video, a question and answer question. I can't even see the James McDonald Ho, or Dono, I don't know that name. I can't even pronounce it. He was asking about post mix and how he swears by post mix, right? It's quick and easy. I don't do jobs for speed or quickness. I do jobs for the quality, right? So that's how I use, and I'll keep telling you this, I don't like post mix because it's no good, in my opinion, for what job I'm doing. I do the job and use my 10mm ballast because it does the job correct, in my opinion. It lays a better job, and it's more important than it. It's not about speed, it's about doing the job correctly. Right, we'll go back to what we hear about the day of the gate, mate. Right, so that's us get done with the dominoes that I showed you the other day there. The corrugated fasteners are in, you see. So what we've got to do now is this. Get the measuring tape out. And these are 90, so the 45. So what I do, I mark there at 45, approximately. And there at 45. Right, and there we go. Right, so that's that there, right. Now, put that to hide the writing. Right, so that there, right. Get my wee mark there, get my mark there. Now this doesn't need to be, it's got to be kind of a bit tall. We'll know that's ready. Right. Then, mark there. Mark there. Yes, fire away, Horatio. There, they're good hens, so they keep me company when I'm up here myself in a cold winter day. Right, but it's not a cold winter day, right? I like winter, the new folk have got to admit. So this is me marking these for the bracers. They're depending on what way they get hanging. So to me, facing on this is the left hand side gate hanging. So you have the bracer going that way. Right, so we've got to the biter saws here. Yeah, again, I keep telling this biter saw is a great bit of kit. Right. Get your laser, come in there, Robert, and you'll see this. Right, see there? Now look. Right, now there. Get it there, so that's you overlapping. Lock it. Can't go wrong. Right. Yeah, again there. Cut there. That pile, then you go there, mark it, get overlap the pen. Bring it back down. Hear it clicking, lock, that's it, lock it, put that in like that. Put on there face like that, do the same again, get your line there like that. Cut that if you don't, wee tricks you learn. You learn when it hits you. That's that, right? Then go back, now we've already marked that top, but we should not stop anyway, common sense tells you. Right? Perfect. Perfect. Well, that is so actually that's perfect. It's good. Right, that's good. Okay, right, so then what you do is get your glue, get your magoo. Get your glue. Yeah, again, I keep telling you, don't be greedy. And just blitz it on. There you have it. There you have it. Right, so that's that on. Right. Perfect. Like that. That's you. You know it's locked in. Yeah, again, we'll go to the corrugated gun. Now bear in mind, these have all been dominoed. Then we get the corrugated gun. Right. Fire straight in there and joins. You see it does that. Right there we are. Does it again. that's it. Now they've all two of them in there, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in the gate, plus 1, 2, 4, 14 in this gate, plus your dominoes through there, right? Then the next stage of it is, put the top back of your pencil, and as usual can't find the top, there it's there, because they cost money pencils, don't they, or pens. Right, so that lay that there. Right, I get a board, and get my marking pencil this time, no my pen. Get a board, mark there, right, just flush it, bring that there like that, make sure you're there, right, so that's that mark, so you know it's marked. Some people say, why do you do that? I just over construct sometimes, but it makes a better gate, and that's how people buy my gates. Right, then you just leave bit of the magic glue. Then don't go over the pencil line, as you tend to rotate. There you go. So that's that, and then you do this bit here. So bear in mind, there you go. Right, so that's that, right? Then get your board there, right? Put that in like that there, right? Next stage is get your nail gun. Put that in. Right? Right, then that's it. Two there, and then one at the bracer. Then you go to the other end. Get the thing there, and put it there, right, put that there, then just make sure it's flush, hands, right, and there again, and then put the bracer. Get your other 6-inch board. I've pre-cut these, but they'll just squeeze everything out. Right? Right, measure. Alright. 9. So you're 9 inches, right? I'll go 230. 230, right? 230, 230 long. Right? I'm kind of switching slow. Right, right? 230, that's pretty perfect, right? Then you cut these, you half these boards, work out your proportions so it's right. Okay. There you go, and that's your gate there. Right, you just go like that there. Get your movement. Right. See here. Right. So, and then you have that there, that's your gate. Okay. I've got about 10 nails left, and what I did there earlier is a nail sitting in case I ran out. Right, then what you do is this, get your, what I call the compass, there's a bit of wood, basically a bit of wood, drill a hole in it for your pencil. Right, get your centre line. And I've marked here, and you'll get to know, see the further up you go, the deeper it is. The down you go, the further down the bottom, the more wider it is. You get to know. So this gate's 36. So we want this at A18, which is centre there. So that's centre there, right? That does it. Then you use a good pencil, right, and just put it in like that. Hold the pencil to the top of it, mark there. There you have it. That's you spot on. Right. Put your pencil back in your pocket. I washed it in yesterday, I don't know where it is. Somebody else got a pencil off me. Right, so that's it. Now, that's that done. You can see the equidistant, right? So then we'll just put all this great table, serves for many things, right? Now you'll notice I think into the nail gun, if you notice something, what I do before, I do that, below the circle line, and I know, we're glued all that, right? So that's that. Why with the nail gun? The rest will come on when we don't want it to come on. Then you just, good jigsaw, how you use proper tools, makes the job easier by the way. Right, I'll keep that there, I'll show you what I do all the time. So that's that done. We'll cut it like butter. A new blade. I've used it. Every fence I do, put it away in the scrap pile. But what I do every now and then is this. Get a clamp out. Now you see we glued that. You remember we glued that. It's not stuck yet. But what we do is, every now and then, just to make sure the glue is working right, clamp that together. I'll leave that. I'll check that tomorrow to see if it works. Right, so we'll go back here, it's about dominoes. Right, people are asking the dominoes machine, how we do it inside from there. Right, here's the gate that we're in the process of making. We've got to build this gate up with this, up there. So this here, for this is for new mains, we're waiting the metal work for them, right? So this is the side of it and the base of this bit here, right? Now, they're the red findings, so you see there are two holes there. So, and these are the 140 mils. We use one of these because the class that's a standard gate, but you see what we're doing with the process for that, 1, 2, 3. Right, the dominoes is the first process, the second process is the gluing, and then the nail, right? And then the corrugated fasteners too. So it makes them, every process is a strengthened process. These begin here like that, once they're glued, you'll see they're that bit tighter, but you want them that way, and then they get in there. The only thing is your tolerance either way is that way, and again, I don't want to hammer them in because they're very difficult to get out once they get in. So they get hammered in with the glue, plenty of glue, and that's it. But the magic machine that does it, is this great bit of kit here, right? There it's there, the document. When it goes in there like that, you turn it on, you just go in like that, you've got the extraction take out because it clogs up. And that's my present trouble is, I bought the proper extraction machine for it and it was a load of rubbish, but I back in a coup and I threw it away in temper. Paid a lot of money, paid about 600 quid for the machine and it was no good. I'm sorry, I try and be honest, if a tool's good, I'll say it's good. That is one of the best machines I've ever bought, right? I just recently bought I'm still to stand that by the way. I just recently bought this, I haven't used it, what? This one here, that's another 700. This is the 500 I've bought. And I've just recently purchased this. We'll see how it turns out. As you'll see, I haven't used it, I'm trying to use it. And if you can look at the difference in size with it, there it's there. You can see the difference in size. This is what they call the 500, right? But this is for more intricate work. The likes of the spindles, the spindles on this will be ideal for that type of work. It would be no good for these type of gates whatsoever. So that's that there, okay. I'll put it, should be doing here anyway. And that's another weakness, is getting a regular supplier of dominoes. You go online, you go to shops, and they've never got the ones you want, and they've never got, you've got to go to another one and another. So you're going to get a reliable, continuous supplier who can continually give you what you want with the dominoes. I hope somebody for that company's listening and take heed what I'm saying and contact me. Right. So then the stand this here. I've done. I keep trying to change my language here because folks say they don't understand it well. Things happen. Anyway, never mind that. Then we put the magic, which makes it all worthwhile. The magic. Nearly bent there, did you see that? So that's your gate there, right? And all you do is don't be afraid, because you can throw them about. As I say, that challenge still stands. I haven't managed to set it up and drop it out a helicopter. The nearest I got was going to be one of the high lifts to drop a WSH fencing gate for a height to see if I survived. I reckon it would. What do you reckon, my followers? Let you decide. So there it is. All we need for this gate is now for somebody to go, knock knock, who's there? And then you open it, and then you see, there it is there. And some of the glues went through, but we'll sand that and sort that, and that'll be painted to the colour specifications. So there you go, from the start to the finish, you've now got how we make a standard. We've showed you how we do our budget gate, we've half showed you how we do our red pine gates like that there. That one's in for repair. Somebody tried to break in somewhere and they actually kicked it in, believe it or not. And we've got it sorted ready to go back to the customer. So all I'm going to say for now, see you all later and spread the word of the mighty WSH fencing. And thanks once again to all my... I forgot. Oh no. It's not going to happen. No. Stevie Hind, hello there Stevie, thanks for following me. And Darren Lennox, I see you're for that call, Darren. I'll find out where you come to Stevie. I tried to see where you come from, but you're a bit, you're a mystery interviewer. You're a mystery, we don't know where you're from. But Darren Lennox come for that call, and that's my list of domino jointer. I've done my question, all my list is there, I've done. Can't go any further than that, so catch you all there, folks.